The fog rolls endlessly over Northern California, curling around lonely roads and silent neighborhoods. In December 1968, the first shadow strikes. David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, high school sweethearts, park along a remote road near Vallejo. Their evening ends in terror. 2 gunshots, 2 young lives extinguished. The town awakens to shock, fear, and a question no one can answer. Who could do such a thing? 6 months later, in July 1969, another couple becomes the target. Darlene Ferrin and Michael. Mago sit in a parked car in Vallejo when a man approaches. Michael survives the attack, but Darlene does not. His description: a man in his late 20s, medium build, wearing glasses and a neatly trimmed beard, becomes the first lead. But leads are thin. Then the letters begin. Carefully composed, typed or handwritten. Addressed to newspapers, they boast of murders and threaten more. One letter includes the first cipher, A, cryptic set of symbols meant to challenge the authorities and the public. The Zodiac writes, "This is the Zodiac speaking, signing with a cross inside a circle, a symbol that will soon terrorize the region."
Zodiac, a symbol that now stands for terror in San Francisco. Today there was a possible...
August 1969 brings another high-profile incident, the attack on taxi driver Paul Stein in San Francisco's Presidio Heights. The killer takes a piece of Stein's shirt as proof, mailing it to the newspapers. The audacity shakes the city. He is not limited to remote roads. He can strike anywhere, anytime. Authorities scramble. Investigators in Vallejo, Napa, and San Francisco exchange theories and evidence. Arthur Lee Allen emerges as the prime suspect, due to circumstantial evidence, possession of firearms, and an obsession with Zodiac materials. Yet nothing is conclusive. DNA testing decades later offers tantalizing hints but no confirmation. The Zodiac's letters continue. Some are cryptic ciphers, others taunt police directly, claiming responsibility for murders beyond the confirmed 5 victims. In one, he boasts, "I will not give you my name." Only portions of his ciphers are solved decades later, revealing chilling messages of dominance, murder, and control. Beyond the killings, the Zodiac captures the public imagination. Newspapers sensationalize the story, creating a media frenzy. Amateur codebreakers attempt to decipher his messages. Some succeed partially, some fail completely. Films, books, and documentaries later explore the case, keeping his story alive and unsolved. After the Zodiac killer's first confirmed murders in 1968 and 1969, police began receiving countless tips, theories, and names. But one man quickly stood out: Arthur Lee Allen. From 1969 through the early 1970s, he became the prime suspect. Allen lived near the first crime scenes, owned weapons similar to those used in the attacks, and had once told a friend he wanted to hunt couples at night. He wore a Zodiac brand wristwatch with the same circle and cross symbol as the killer's signature. Police searched his home twice, in 1972 and again in 1991, discovering ammunition, writings about violence, and disturbing evidence, but no conclusive proof. After his death in 1992, DNA tests from Zodiac's letters failed to match him, leaving his guilt forever uncertain. In the mid-1970s, attention shifted to Lawrence Kane. He worked as a real estate agent near Lake Tahoe, where a possible Zodiac victim named Donna Lass vanished in 1970. Kane had suffered brain damage in a car accident that affected his behavior, and multiple witnesses identified him as resembling the Zodiac's composite sketch. His name appeared hidden within one of Zodiac's cryptic ciphers, according to some amateur codebreakers. Despite years of suspicion, authorities never found solid evidence, and Kane died in 2010 without ever being charged. By the 1980s, journalists began to look at another mysterious figure, Richard Gaikowski, a newspaper editor and writer known for his rebellious style. Some noticed eerie similarities between his editorials and the tone of Zodiac's letters. A former co-worker described him as intelligent, secretive, and unpredictable. Gaikowski also lived in San Francisco during the time of the murders. Although his profile fit, no physical evidence ever linked him to the crimes. He died in 2004, with the suspicion unresolved. In the 1990s, another name began circulating, Earl Van Best Jr., his son. Gary Stewart wrote a book called The Most Dangerous Animal of All, claiming his father was the Zodiac. He argued that Earl's handwriting matched Zodiac's, that his face resembled the police sketch, and that he lived near key crime scenes. However, professional forensic experts and the FBI dismissed the claims, saying the similarities were coincidental and unsupported by DNA or fingerprints. Then, in the 2000s, cold case investigators revisited the evidence with modern forensic techniques. DNA samples taken from stamps and envelopes ruled out several suspects, but none matched any known person in databases. The mystery deepened. In 2021, a private group of retired detectives and forensic experts called. The casebreakers made headlines when they identified a new suspect, Gary Francis Porst. Porst had served in the Air Force, was an experienced hunter, and reportedly confessed indirectly to acquaintances. His facial structure, according to the group, matched the Zodiac composite sketch, especially after removing scars and wrinkles from his later photos. They also claimed hidden clues in Zodiac ciphers revealed his name. Yet, law enforcement agencies, including the FBI and San Francisco Police Department, officially stated that the case remains open and that Porst has not been confirmed as the Zodiac.